what you do moving forward. So they want to know. That was my message to
How,
everybody.
how banged up were you guys as an offensive line, and how much did you guys have to kind of grit through at the end of the season?
Everybody on the offensive line is banged up. It's playing offensive line in the SEC, playing offensive line in general. My little brother, he got banged up this year playing for the West Haven Seahawks. So football's a physical game, but being banged up is an excuse because everybody's banged up. So just got to be able to have guys that are able to plug and play, and have guys who are willing to who are willing to do so. You got to be ready. The best ability is availability.
Sorry if you already asked this, but how much did the rain and kind of slickness affect what y'all were able to do on offense in the first quarter?
I'm not too keen on the coach's play calling if they were scared to call certain plays because of the rain, but like I just said, we can't let the rain be a reason why we can't execute. You know, it's football. When we were coming to Florida, it rains every day here, so just got to be ready for the elements.
How are you going to remember this season?
How am I going to remember this season? It's a really good question. It was a tough one. One that I'll learn a lot from, and one that has made me a better person, a better leader. Just having to go through as much adversity as I had to go through, and just coming in every day with a smile on my face, and understanding that I got a whole team of men looking at me, looking to me. So that means I had to be on my P's and Q's every day. So I'm very appreciative for this season, and I won't forget it. And I know it didn't go the way that we wanted, but I feel like everybody's going to grow from it.
Sorry if you've already been asked this, but have you given any thought about your draft future? You're a pretty highly projected player.
I'm not really worried about that right now. I'm just really enjoying this time with my teammates. I'm going to enjoy some time with my family, so I'm not really too worried about that right now.
When you think about Jaylen Miller, like what kind of comes to mind? You see him behind closed doors. You see him there's only a few plays that we get to see every day. Like what comes to mind in terms of his growth or just his personality over the course of this season?
Leadership. I mean, Jaylen was always a great leader, but his leadership, I feel like it's grown, and being able to lead alongside him, I learned a lot from him, and I'm grateful to put a lot for two great quarterbacks. Just not everybody has the opportunity to say that. Like I blocked for Bryce Young and I blocked for Jaylen Miller, and both of those guys, they were better leaders than they were players, and I'm very grateful to play with those guys.
When you look at the whole body of work for the year, how would you evaluate the board and staff, how they did?
They did a great job. I feel like Coach Stat did a great job, and people are gonna probably laugh at me when I say that, but you gotta understand that their first act of duty when they got here was retaining the team, especially in the era of NIL and a bunch of guys level. We also got a bunch of guys to come in. So to do all that, to have a great recruiting class that they just recruited in, and to go out here and really battle in the SEC for the first time is, I think they did a great job. There's obviously things that we could have done better as players, obviously things that they could have done better as coaches, but there's always going to be room for improvement, top to bottom, and they'll be the first ones to tell you that. But I'm just very blessed to have had this coaching staff, and I'm glad that Coach Board came here, and just a shout out to him, because it takes a certain amount of pride and a certain amount of confidence within oneself to come follow up the greatest coach of all time.
What kind of pressure do you think he was under to replace? You just touched on it, replacing Coach Saban. That's got to be hard for anybody.
The thing that's special about Coach DeBoer is I don't think he put any pressure on himself, because we surely didn't put any pressure on him. One of the first things that we told him, we were like, look, don't come in here trying to be Coach Saban, because you're not Coach Saban. Be Coach DeBoer. Like, be the person that you've been to get you to this point. He's been that through and through. He's been his authentic self from day one, and I'm very appreciative for him.
As an offense, what sort of coaching guidance have you got?
Oh, a lot. Just the way that he calls plays, and like I feel like I learned a lot from him. And, in the future, I kind of want to coach, so just learn a lot from him, learn a lot from Coach Cat. Just learn how offense works and how to do different things. You like run the same play, but show it a different way. So just learn a lot from them. It was great.
Do you campaign a little bit?
The program looks like under Coach DeBoer.
Very bright. I know the future under Coach DeBoer is very bright. Just people getting to know him, and him getting to know us, and also him getting to coach in the SEC. Like there's a difference. There's a difference between like SEC ball and going out there wearing that script down your chest like you're everybody's Super Bowl, and you're not gonna learn what that means until you're actually in it. So the future is very bright.
Anything else for Book? All right, thanks, Book. Appreciate it.